Whiskey 9, 7 November, interrogative Alpha Bravo. Negative Alpha Bravo. And this is 7 November Golf. Roger, request you check your Romeo side. I'll go ahead and check my Tango side. 7 November Golf out. And 8 o'clock, 7 November, say again. 7 November, go. And 8-5, this is 7 November, Charlie. Now 1 Charlie, 7 November, go.
This is 1 Charlie, welcome to your last. You're granted 158 extra box price, 1200 between teams and local. Also request your unit take outbound methods to see if we can try to get Whiskey 9 and 8 for pause at the playground.
And this is 7 November, Roger, stand by.
Got that?
Got it? Alright. And all units, this is 7 November Golf. My unit Alpha, Echo, X-ray Alpha Alpha in there.
One Charlie, Alpha Bravo.
Yeah, I never took a dip. I forgot to take a dip.
Whiskey 9, 7 November, interrogative Alpha Bravo. Whiskey 9, Yankee, 7 November Golf, over. Whiskey 9, 7 November, interrogative Alpha Bravo. Whiskey 9, Yankee, 7 November Golf, over. Whiskey 9, 7 November, interrogative Alpha Bravo. Negative Alpha Bravo. And this is 7 November Golf. Roger, request you check your Romeo side. I'll go ahead and check my Tango side. 7 November Golf out. And 8 o'clock, 7 November, say again. 7 November, go.
Hey, welcome to another live Q&A. Ask me your VA disability questions. I'll give you an answer. Let me pull up a chair for my daughter. She was fine over there, but now she wants to be over here. So give me like 2 seconds. Come here. Come here. Come sit with me.
Okay.
You watch this.
Okay. Get my books.
Yeah, there you go. Here's your book.
Tito.
Okay, we got some company today, apparently. All right. Let's get rolling here. All right, Castro, thanks for joining. See my new office furniture. Really excited about. Rudy Perez, what's up? Humble Hatter, I just read your questions through. I need to put that on the charger. Okay. Michael Scott, thank you very much. Appreciate that, dude. Solid name there.
Yeah.
Next level, longtime fan of the channel. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. No more Johnnies. I see your new chat there. All right, GOP minute. What's up? What's the chance of my VA disability for mental health being reevaluated or taken away? I'm at 70 and I just got approved in back pay for the last 5 months. I'm static on my claims. So static pre 5 years don't matter, just so you know. What are the chances of them taken away? Super minimal. It is a new rating, though. All right. So as long as you don't have any continuous evidence showing that your condition has improved, should be good. All right. And people say poking the bear. I wouldn't even use that phrase if you're not 100%. So if you're 90 or below, poking the bear doesn't exist. Once you're at 100, then I could at least agree with it a little bit. Yeah, Humble. My Discord DMs, hundreds, dude. Hundreds. Okay? Hundreds. Wade, what's up? Why is it taking so long to leave for MEPS? Okay, I'm going to entertain that. Will they accept my doctor's appointments? Notes that also state at least as likely as not that my condition is secondary to an already service-accepted claim. Yeah? I want to know who, especially if that's like your primary. Yeah, books. If that's your primary that said that, sure. That is a weird thing to put in notes. I'm going to assume that there's some kind of evidence in your medical records, medical notes, if you will, and that would be solid. Got turned down after tinnitus was given 10% and all secondary turned down. I'm not a big fan of secondaries to tinnitus. YouTube will tell you that tinnitus is like the gold mine claim. It's not, okay? Just food for thought. There's a ton of evidence that goes against tinnitus being the cause. So, hate to see that. Then you look at other secondaries, right? Like vertigo secondary is pretty useless because it just takes on the primary, kind of like insomnia. Insomnia secondary, pretty useless right now. No question right now. Just here to show support. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. We have our super chat here. Meb SR12, thank you. Says, love the furniture. Finally got 100% PNT. That's awesome, dude. Congrats to you. Okay, hold on. I have a little banner. I have a little thing for that every time someone reports that. Look at that, dude. Train it. Good for you, man. Happy. Hope that takes off some financial pressure. All right. Thank you for all your and Jay's help. Took 3 years, but finally got there. That's the goal. Be properly rated. Thanks for sharing that, dude. Appreciate it. All right. Yes. Yes. Haircut. I am growing my hair out, actually. I want it to be long, so won't be. And I've left my hat upstairs. I'm too lazy to get it. Bobby D's, 2 things. One, my daughter. This one right here. I have 3 daughters. 1 boy. This one right here took the crocheted Darth Maul, and it's in her room. So she's got it for now until she doesn't like it anymore. All right, I ended up not going to the claim clinic because I was told they weren't doing higher level reviews. Do you know when and where the next one will be? So claim clinics definitely do HLRs. It just depends on the nature of the HLR. All right. If you need another exam for it, what type of exam are we talking about? If it's a specialty, probably can't be done at a claim clinic because they're bringing like gen med versus very specific. So it depends on what HLR we're talking about. What's the next claim clinic? I have no idea. The American Legion, the DAV, and the VFW all had their claim clinics this summer. And so the next ones I know will be next summer. Obviously, that's too long of a wait for you. So you might want to just submit that. Nice setup, looking super educated with those books. I've read all these books. These are some of my favorite books here. These 4 right here are George Washington's diaries. They're facsimiles of George Washington's diaries, copies. Yeah. Are evidence-based claims stronger than non-evidence-based claims? Any claim that service connected was done via evidence. So the answer is yes. Like, what are the chances of the VA lowering my percent in the future if it's evidence-based? That question makes no sense whatsoever. Not even a little bit. Because if you don't have evidence, you're not being service connected. Period. Point blank. Point blank. Now, the evidence shifts depending on what theory of connection you're going for. Like direct has its own big three. Secondary has its own big three. Aggravation, 1151s, TERRA, presumptives. There's two types of presumptives, and then you have your MUCMIs. And evidence shifts for each of those theories of service connection. Right? Okay. Humble Hatter, thank you very much. About a month ago, I reached 100% PNT with y'all's videos. Okay, that changes. So I sent you. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that changes what I sent you on Discord. Because now that you're PNT, I probably would just take the win and stop right there. Oh yeah, and I forgot. Hey, we have another veteran at 100% PNT. Thank you very much, Humble Hatter. I actually did a one-on-one with this person. All right. So if you want someone who's not an idiot to look at your claim situation so that you get properly rated, send us an email at vaclaims@ebvaclaims.com. And if you want someone who is an idiot to look at your claims, then go anywhere else. That's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right. Good afternoon, and thank you for what you do for us. Thank you, Gene. Appreciate it. What's up? How's it going? Next level? Yep. That's how I know you're an OG fan for sure. Chicago. Heard it's a nice weather up there. How long are HLRs actually taking right now? No one can answer that question at all. No one. So you can look all you want. No one can give you an accurate answer. I can give you a guess, but it means absolutely nothing. A VA rater himself could give you a guess and it means nothing. The VA secretary could give you a guess and it means nothing. All right. There's no rhyme or reason to how long your HLR will take or HLRs in general. Depends on what it's for. Is it a duty to assist error? That'll get kicked back and essentially becomes a supplemental claim at that, right? Just depends, dude. Tyrone Thomas. If I had an intent to file already, I clicked on start a new claim mistakenly, will that cancel my old? No, it won't. It'll just use the one you have currently. That intent to file on va.gov won't be burnt unless you submit a claim. Why doesn't the VA and the DAV modernize their forms so that when you fill them out, all the required blocks of information are filled in? Well, if only there was an AI platform like VeteranAI that could do that. Yeah. Also, the DAV is not necessarily working with the VA. They're just accredited. They are a veteran service organization that has accredited service officers. All right. It's not that they really work with the VA or work for the VA. We have a big one here. Whoa. Janus Victim. Thank you for all you do. Great setup. Hey, appreciate that. Thank you. That's a huge one. I think that deserves a money banner here. Money, yeah. Whoa. Crazy. My hat's upstairs. I left it up there. I was way too lazy to go grab it. I was already down here. Whatever. Thank you very much, Janus. I definitely appreciate that. That's crazy. It's every time someone donates, it just never feels normal. So I definitely appreciate it. I am eternally grateful. Finally got rid of that smoke alarm beep beep. That was a while ago. I did a funny short on that though. All right, just got home from the Road Home program at Rush in Chicago. Very much recommended for PTSD treatment through Wounded Warrior. Yes, Wounded Warrior. And there's another one, another treatment place called Boulder Crest, I think. One of my people I used to work with ended up leaving that position to go work at Boulder Crest, and they've done some good things, some real good things for veterans. All right, proposed to reduce, so my VSO claim to 4138. I'm confused here because personal statement's not really anything. If you get a proposed reduction, the first thing you do is fight it, extend the window, and then you get your new and relevant evidence to support why you should not be reduced. All right. Dude, you're the man. Appreciate it. Thank you. I've been hooked on your videos. I definitely appreciate that. And you've been subscribed. Thank you. Thanks for answering my questions. I'm so scared of losing 70%. Don't even want to go up or anything because too much risk. I don't think so, dude. If you're not at 100, poking the bear does not exist. Because I was at 70% at one time, and someone told me not to poke the bear. And then I was at 80, and someone else told me not to poke the bear. And it turns out that they were idiots. All right. But you are new. This is for all new viewers here. Let me actually share my screen.
What is this?
Okay, hold on. If y'all didn't hear her, she said she wants to watch Jesus. That's what she said. Let me show you this here. I'm going to link this down below, but I have a playlist of what you need to know. You don't need 800 plus videos. Here's what you need. These videos right here. This is like the cream of the crop. So you're not wasting 800 videos of your time, okay? All a veteran needs is right here. Boom. There you go. So hope that helps. Okay, secondary for prescription side effects. Yeah, medication definitely, especially the longer you take it, depending on what kind it is, absolutely going to have some secondaries. This be me. All right, Ben K. Funny name here. Thanks for the answer. He doesn't really do what we call a nexus, but added in the appointment notes, everything that would be, that's solid evidence. Yeah, so medical notes are solid evidence, especially if you're talking about your primary or referred care. Only filed for tinnitus, and my C&P examiner said I also have some hearing loss. Is it worth to file hearing loss even if they rate me at 0? Depends on what your overall rating is. If you're at 100, I would not. But hey, if you're not and you want to be service connected for hearing loss, absolutely. Hearing loss has some solid secondaries with it. Okay, hearing loss is much more.
Oh, no.
You better be careful. You're gonna fall. All right, hearing loss is worth it to be service connected if you're not at 100 already. All right, why must the Nexus cost money and why doctors won't do it? Okay, Nexus letters cost money because they take a ton of time to do. All right, like for instance, Dr. Sharma spends 7-8 hours on one Nexus letter. It's not a, yep, it's connected. There has to be a medical analysis of your evidence to support the opinion that's given. When that doesn't happen, the Nexus is dog water, okay? That medical analysis of your evidence is critical. It takes time, it takes knowledge. So why doctors won't do it? Because it takes time. Why doesn't the VA do it? Because it takes time. And so you're paying for someone who's highly educated, who is a specialist in that field, board certified. It's going to cost money. That's just the way it is, you know? All right. Diane Good. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Appreciate your videos. Thank you. Dia Han.
Good.
I definitely can't pronounce that name. I apologize. All right. If I had a C&P. Oh, hold on. I want to do something real quick. I totally forgot. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
No.
Okay.
Read the bear.
Yeah. If I had a C&P for feet and the examiner requests for x-rays, but you had x-rays with your claim, will it affect your claim? I'm curious if the examiner or the claims processor submitted, or if the examiner had access to your x-rays, okay? 2, how old were your previous x-rays? And 3, yes, everything that happens in the C&P exam is going to affect your claim one way or the other. Everything. Boom, boom, boom. I found out at the claims clinic. Which claims clinic are we talking about? We're talking about the VFW one or the American Legion or the DAV, because all 3 of these were like back to back. I assume we mean the American Legion because that was the most recent out of Tampa. I found out the claims clinic that about 7 years of my records are archived. I have to go in person to request them. Are raters able to see those records? Thanks. If the VA has access to it, the answer is yes, right? If it's like in VBMS, the answer is yes, absolutely. Your regional office going in person, I would definitely make an appointment before just showing up and see what that looks like. Keep up the great work helping fellow veterans. Hey, thanks, Wade. I appreciate that. Is the claim clinic just to help with the claim, or do they do disability claims? So the claim clinic is for VA disability claims, all of them, right? Within reason. If you need a specialist or like an overnight sleep study, you're going to be out of luck there. All right, Felix Meir. What evidence do I need to support my claim effectively? Hey, that's what we do at evidence-based VA claims. Hold on, I got something for that too. So at evidence-based VA claims, that's exactly what we do. And it goes off of the big 3, depending on how you're going to service connect your condition. If it's direct, you need in-service events, current diagnosis, nexus linking the 2. If it's secondary, you need primary, a current diagnosis, nexus linking those 2. Way different from direct. If it's aggravation, another big 3. If it's TERRA, there's another big 3 there. Gets a little sketchy. MUCMIs gets real sketchy. That has its own big 3 criteria. And then you have presumptives. In the nexus for presumptive claims, the nexus is presumptive in nature versus medical in nature. All right. Presumptives don't require a nexus. Sure, correct. It's just the nexus is conceded by the VA, right? It's still there, given you meet the criteria. All right. Zachary Lowinger. Definitely didn't say that right. Apologize. Is there a decent chance of 100% mental health rating if hospitalized twice with panic attacks and psychosis? Psychosis there is what's going to push a more severe mental health condition, warranting a higher rating. Panic attacks is something you see at 70%. Now, being hospitalized for panic attacks, I would be concerned about the frequency there, okay? Currently at 50. I can tell you right now, that would be an increase, minimum 70, okay? Especially with the psychosis part. Psychosis is really what's going to... I don't want to downplay panic attacks. That's also in 70% area. But if you're looking higher than 70, that psychosis is going to be there too. And thank you very much. Same to you and yours. Can you ask during an informal conference if you have a primary or secondary theory of connection, assuming you're able to fall into both? So the VA is not going to automatically look at secondary. Like if you submit a direct claim, a new condition directly related to military service, the VA may not look at secondary. They probably won't, actually. Whereas if you submit a secondary, all right, I don't want to say more often than not, but I see decision letters all the time where a veteran submits a secondary and the VA will also explore direct and TERRA, depending on the claim. So you actually get denied 3 times in one decision letter. It's pretty brutal. But yes, you can ask, sure. But understand how you submitted the claim and what the claim was for. Just want to say, digging the new office. I'm updating mine as well. Hey, thanks. Awesome. I got this from Handwritten. All right. Thank you very much, Bluffin B. I love the cybersecurity dude there. Awareness training. Totally should not be drinking this, by the way. Let's put that over here. Okay. Had Wounded Warrior brief recently. They said diagnosis has to be within 12 months of VTS. To get disability for the exit doc appointment doesn't do anything. Okay. So first, we're speaking strictly to active duty service members here. All right. The exit appointment, to say it doesn't do anything would be really that would just be stupid. Like no other word I would use to describe it. That exit exam, exit appointment, whatever you want to call it, that's your last chance to get things on paper. Last chance. Once that event is over, gone. You can't go back to it. It absolutely matters, and you should complain about things that hurt. Absolutely. Anyone who tells you not to is an idiot. All right? I see you, Bobby. Okay. Now, a current diagnosis is within 1 year, give or take. All right? A current chronic diagnosis is required for any and all claims. The BDD claims is its own little child. All right? You can cut a lot of corners there. Mainly the Nexus. That's like the big one. It depends on what's happening, what type of claim we're talking about, if that diagnosis is truly chronic or not. If it's acute, we see a few of those come through. But from a BDD claim perspective, what you need to do is submit anything and everything that you should be properly rated for. I'm going to show you a resource as to what you'll need. All right. Let's pop over here. Go to my mediocre website. I have not shared my website in a while. I need to get on that. There's a link. I'm going to put this. You only need these 4 steps. There's some notes. Watch this video. That's what you need. And there's a little chart here to help you out. That's all you need. BDD claims. There you go. Give that one a go. Okay. Bobby Deeds. Correct me if I'm wrong. First, thank you very much, Bluffin and Bobby. If you claim a disability as secondary, isn't the VA supposed to check all ways the disability could be connected? I wouldn't say supposed to check all ways. What you'll find, there's a dang bug in here.
What?
I got him. Don't worry. All these bugs.
Yeah, cookie.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. If you submit a secondary claim and the secondary connection is going to be denied, you'll often see the examiner and the VA look at direct possible connection.
Sure.
And then if the claim warrants a TERRA exam, you can see that as well. So it's very common for secondary conditions to be denied 3 times, which is exactly what you've said here. I wouldn't say presumptive, personally. I would just go with secondary, direct, and TERRA, where secondary failed. And so at that exam, the examiner also viewed evidence directly to military service. If you're making the secondary claim, direct's probably going to be denied anyways, because it's not like if it was direct, you would have submitted a direct claim. And then if the claim warrants a TERRA exam, not all claims do, you you can also be denied via TERRA. So I've seen decision letters where a veteran is denied 3 times for one condition: secondary, direct, and TERRA. What often happens with HLRs is a claim that would warrant a TERRA exam doesn't have one. And so when you do a higher level review, the decision review officer will kick it back for a TERRA exam, and it gives the veteran this hope. But to be clear with you, if you get an HLR that has a TERRA exam, and that's why it got kicked back, that is like a last shot in the wind, Hail Mary. I'm throwing what and hoping it sticks on the wall. All right. So a lot of HLRs that get kicked back for a TERRA exam don't actually go in the veteran's favor, and they take forever to complete. So the answer to your question is yes/no. It just depends. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, the duty to assist for sure. All right. Hope that answers your question, Bobbies. I really wanted to answer it for you because you sent me that lovely Darth Maul that's in her bedroom right now. Veteran is 100% with CAD. Hypertension 60. Oh, yeah. You're up there. Yep. Both upper. Yep. And drawing A and A. Yep. In a wheelchair. What would it take it to move veteran to a higher SMC R1? Well, you have to rate the steps. Okay. So you're looking at half bumps. And so you would have to rate the half bumps. I explained half bumps briefly in a video I did not too long ago. And as of about a year ago, veterans, if they rate multiple bumps, you can be paid for multiple bumps. And you'll get paid the difference, right? It's not like you get an extra $3,500. It could be substantial. But yes, veterans can get multiple bumps. And I'm telling you right now, if that's you, I would call that poking the bear. And you would want to make sure whatever you submit is airtight and probably use an attorney. Like if it was me, that's what I would do. And it's this one right here, looking at multiple bumps. There you go. I'll just put that in the chat for you. Oh, you're not looking at it. It's this video right here. I just put that in the chat. I was denied. You're going to fall. You better sit down. You're going to fall. I was denied. Hold on. I think we missed something. Oh, we got Pie High Marine. Thank you very much for the gift. Appreciate that. Who got the gift? Keep pushing. Always received a gift. Thank you, Pie High. Appreciate that. I see you said pay it forward. Absolutely. Thank you very much. For those of you who are a member, link your YouTube account to your Discord account. Join the Discord. It's essentially a 24/7 Q&A in there. All right. Thank you very much. I was denied flat feet since it was in my records at MEPS. Yep. So this is aggravation. Off the bat, we're talking, so not direct, not secondary, it's aggravation. But I also had stuff in my records about pain and I thought was overlooked. Aggravation claims. I find these to be difficult. Some people find them to be super easy. Okay. The deal with aggravation is the evidence from your service must show that your condition was made worse beyond its natural regression. Right. So someone. What? Here. You have flat feet. All right. They're going to get worse. It's going to go down. Your evidence must show that your flat feet, you joined service, something happened, there's this downward dip. They got worse beyond its natural regression. All right. That's aggravation. If I was to draw it on a chart. I I find it difficult to find evidence to show beyond natural regression, right? But yeah, that's what you have to do, Ron. Look through your records, look through your responsibilities, your duties, what you did, as to why your flat feet would have been made worse. All right, Zach, we answered that one. Thank you for the super chat there. Okay, so I want to be clear here that we did answer that. Thank you very much for doing that. Appreciate it. All right, thank you. No worries. Thank you. Rest in peace, Combat Career. Thank you for everything. Yep. That's its own situation, by the way. There's been more things coming to light. People claiming their family when they're not. You want Cocoa Melon?
Yeah.
You want Jesus or Cocoa Melon?
Come on.
Wild.
It's not down. It's up.
All right. If I have a buddy statement from my E7 saying, due to ship schedule, they were unable to send me to medical, but I complained of headaches, but also have neck issues with the Nexus for migraines. There's no question in there, all right? But can a buddy statement act in lieu of evidence from service? I wouldn't say in lieu of, but it would at least warrant the VA's like duty to assist to kick in, all right? I can tell you right now, just being straight up honest with you, it's a very weak claim. I'm not a big fan of buddy letters acting in lieu of medical evidence, saying you complain about headaches. But you also have severe neck issues. I would wonder if your neck is service connected. And if your neck is service connected, I think migraine secondary to a cervical condition, especially if your evidence suggests that there's cervical headaches. There's a name for that. I forgot what it is. That would probably be the best route. Yeah. And then what Kish said, the buddy would need to attest to the presence of headaches for it to be of value. I would probably, assuming your neck is connected, go secondary. That's what I would do. Especially if you had the evidence, the secondary evidence for it. All right, we answered that one. Tyrone, what's up? Thank you. Brian Koopman. My 100% P&T was given 100% for asthma. I think my rating is a mistake, and I should be receiving 30%. Call the VA. No reason to tell me this. No reason to tell me at all. I left my hat upstairs, and I'm too lazy to go grab it. You don't look the same without your hat. Okay. That's it. I'm getting my hat. Be right back. I gotta get my hat, baby.
Okay.
Whew. Dude. Stairs, bane of my existence. This is my Holocaust Museum hat. It's what you do matters. Holocaust Museum. Okay. What's your thoughts, bro? I'm embarrassed over here breathing heavy from walking upstairs. Okay. What's your thoughts on VA healthcare versus community care? Every time I have a VA appointment, it feels like interrogation. Yeah. I think it depends on who your providers are. My neurologist is awesome. I don't want her to go anywhere. She's great. She's really helped me out. My primary, on the other hand, is just, she's okay. Just weird. I think it depends on, there's definitely not one answer, okay? And I would also reiterate that the VA secretary defines community care as VA healthcare. So according to the VA, those are the same thing. Janice, again, you don't have to do that at all, but thank you very much. All right, I got to give you a money one here. Thank you very much. Okay, you say. Almost all of my service treatment records are handwritten. Is there a way to see if they are archived? Great hat, by the way. Thank you for the hat comment. I appreciate it. And the super chat here. Handwritten service treatment records. I'm sure that sucks, right? Dealing with doctors, military doctors' handwriting is never going to be good at all. Is there a way to see if they are archived? I mean, you have them, so they're somewhere. It would be an SF-180 would be what would be the form that you need. And then depending on the branch of service, you can go through directly to your service, to the National Archives. Hope they answer your question. I'm one of those DAV CSOs, county service officers. And constantly trying to get DAV to modernize. Yeah. Well, Gene Seminole. May I remind you that VeteranAI is hooking up VSOs for free to do exactly what you're doing, exactly what you're asking about. Hit up Dennis, okay? Hit up VeteranAI. It's free for VSOs. That's the website for veterans, but you can hit up Dennis, okay? He's hooking up VSOs for free. There's some big plans coming through VeteranAI. What? What do you want? I have no idea what you're saying. Microphone?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
This is my microphone. You want to talk in it?
Yeah.
All right, say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Okay. All right. Yes, what Kish said. Submit your claims now. I submitted a claim for 4 conditions on August 5th and received a decision. That's awesome. I'm curious if those are fully developed claims, meaning you submitted the evidence up front, mainly DBQs and Nexus letters. I assume that's the case, unless they were presumptive, right? But yes, the VA is rolling. They're cranking in hours, okay? Cranking in hours right now. Do you think it's fair to reassess ratings on individuals that don't continually seek treatment on conditions that need continual treatment? It would weed out the fraudulent claims. Do I think it's fair to reassess? I'm going to give you my genuine answer here. First, I think there's some big holes in this comment that where the assumption is that the claims are fraudulent to begin with. If we're taking the VA at their word and at their standard, which is the big three, you must have evidence to meet service of connection. And there's two possible people. There's people who say the VA is too hard and the constraints are too tight on veterans to prove their claims. And then there's this group of veterans that say veterans are getting too much. It's too easy to prove. It can't be both. It's got to be one or the other. I think the theories of service connection and the evidence required is exactly where the VA needs to be. As far as seek continual treatment, treatment doesn't always come in the form of a hospital, right? I have issues that I do seek treatment for outside of a medical setting. So is it fair for the VA to reduce the rating that I'm seeking treatment for that's not in line with the VA? I don't think so. My answer to that is no. I don't, and it's what Kish said here as well. A lack of treatment does not equate to fraud. I'm also of that opinion. I'm going to say no on that one. And the amount of fraudulent claims is probably way lower than what anyone thinks. Hey, can you turn that off? Yeah, flip the switch down. Yep, down. Down. Yep, that one. All right, leave it like that. Okay, thank you. Okay. Did we answer that chat up there? Yes. All right. What up? One claim, sleep apnea with the diagnosis secondary to mental health. C&P done mid-August, stuck in step 3. What's the probability of getting awarded? No one can answer that one. Okay? I have no idea what your evidence is. The evidence I want to know most is the competing evidence, right? Like, how much do you weigh? What's your BMI look like? When were you diagnosed for mental health, and when were you diagnosed for sleep apnea? Right? When did you start having apnea-related symptoms? The dates of those really matter. So too many questions at hand for me to guess if you'll be connected or not, right? If you want me to guess, to answer your question, I'd say 50-50. And I know that does not help. PACT Act claim for prostate cancer was denied. In the decision letter, they never mentioned presumptive criteria. They considered Southwest Asia service and conceded TERRA possible mistake for prostate cancer. That one always gets me. Let's pop this up. Prostate cancer.
Oh. Daddy.
Looking at TERRA.
Dada.
So first off,
Come on.
TERRA is not presumptive. That's one. TERRA is not presumptive. Is there a mistake in the claim having a TERRA exam, but TERRA not being submitted on that? Gastro.
No.
There's reproductive cancers under PACT Act. Under the G, the reproductive cancers. I think first glance, without seeing anything else, I would do a higher level review. easily. And just talk about prostate cancer being a presumptive reproductive, and probably do an informal conference. That's what I would do. Looking at this comment and this comment alone. All right, Brian Coop. We answered that one. Turns out they were idiots. Yeah, there we go. Just saying. If you need help with your VA claim, VA claims at ebvaclaims.com. If you want to pay more and have idiots help you with your claim, go for it. We don't have time for all that. We ain't got no time for all that.
Daddy.
All right. What's
Daddy.
up?
Hey, Daddy.
I saw another company with videos talking about how evidence doesn't matter. And that was their sales pitch. Blew my mind, dude. Blew my mind. People out here will say anything to get some monies. All right. Hello, SMCS, 100% P&T. Will filing for ED due to mental health medication get me to SMCL with the added SMC-K? No. Doesn't work like that. That's not the half bump that you're thinking it's going to be. You would get K, and then you would get S. And I probably wouldn't. I probably would just I would just take the loss on that one if I were you.
The baby.
That's just me. Big dog, you're probably one of the idiots I'm talking about. It's you. You're the idiot. We found one, everyone. All right. Great job on the new setup. Between you, Jay, and Kish, thank you very much. You guys have given me the knowledge to change my family's future. That's awesome. That's what it's about. All right. I will be forever grateful. Heart. Can you be rated for DDD as well as arthritis? Depends on where the arthritis is at. I'm going to assume you're talking about in the back. In that case, the answer is going to be no. Looking at back ratings. You can have a spine rating. I say back in general. You can have a lower spine and an upper spine, cervical, thoracolumbar. You can have a tailbone rating. I think it's called tailbone. And then arthritis. Now, if your arthritis is like everywhere, that's different. And then DK Gun 718. Thank you very much for that. I don't see a chat from you. So what I want you to do is if you have a question, just throw it down right now. And I'll catch it on I have a new chat up here catching most recent comments like from Big Dog here. And then I go in order on my other screen. Okay, he's recording this. Don't slip up. I never do, homie. I never do. All right. I have a hearing with the VA Law Judge 918. And after 3 requests, still haven't received my C file. I don't want to wait years and years for another hearing. Should I go ahead with the hearing? I'm not giving legal advice. All right, Lewis, that would be way out of pocket, way over my head. If you're dealing with the BVA, in your case you are, you need a lawyer. That's exactly what they're for. Also, they would have access. They would be able to get you whatever you wanted. All right. So my recommendation to you at 918 might be a little too late, honestly. I would find a lawyer right now, right this second, and start working that process. You should have done that a long time ago. And if you have a lawyer, then ask them. Oliver Rust, Simplify. I'm just wondering what the VA is doing. They're doing a lot. I don't even know how to answer that question. They're just doing a lot. All right. 70% rating. 2 claims still open. Hey. No. Come over here.
See?
If you want. I know you did fine. Come over here.
I know. Well,
Yeah.
no.
Okay, 70% rating, 2 claims still open. Were they deferred? Did you submit the claims? They're in progress. What does that look like? 332 days, 526 easy. What can I do? What type of claims are we talking about? Are they appeals? If so, what type of appeal? HLR, supplemental, board? I have 100 questions before I can answer this one.
Why? Why?
Okay, sorry. My internet is weird right now. My internet is weird. Get out of here, doucher. Okay. Have you had any feedback from anyone using AME? Yes. Tons. Yes. Tons. They would not be in business if they sucked. Okay. Absolutely. And they're very, very fast turnaround. You don't have to use them. You can use whoever you want. Just saying. That's who I partner with. That's who I recommend. You fell down, didn't you? You okay? You okay? All right. Where are you going? Where are you going? All right. Can you do SMC increases starting with aid and attendance requirements? If you're looking at bumps in SMC, I would get everything out all in one go. I wouldn't kind of layer them, all right? It also depends on what we're talking about. Like aid and attendance, housebound, sure, go for it. But whatever your SMC you're wanting to get to, depending on if you rate that, if you're talking to L and above, it would be pretty apparent. Then sure, go for it. All right. What should I expect for a hip C&P? Range of motion. Range of motion, range of motion, range of motion. Hip's going to have 3 ratings. Usually we see a 10-0-0. Okay. A good rule of thumb. This isn't science. A good rule of thumb, range of motion, like crossing your ankles. What is the range of motion of your hip? Are you able to cross your ankles? What does that look like? You know that weird gym exercise where you do your abduction there? Things like that. Think range of motion. That's going to be for almost all jointed conditions, musculoskeletal conditions. All right. Did not see that. Valerian, thank you very much. And I want to make sure I didn't miss DK Guns' chat. I see yours, Valerian. I don't see DK's. Yes, I did. I just made 100% P&T on a supplemental claim. Have 3 pending new claims from before. Should I cancel them? I wouldn't cancel. Just write it out. You're fine. That's not poking the bear. DK, you're good. Valerian says, I'm on the new chat, so I'm not even going to pull it up here. Says, Clay, I have 2 C&P exams. Stop. Oh my gosh. 2 C&P exams coming up this week. SA and MH. I'm going to assume SA is sexual assault. From what I understand, they'll deny it due to overweight or sleep apnea. Sleep apnea and mental health. From what I understand, they'll deny it due to overweight. No matter how healthy you look or feel, if your BMI is over, you're toast. Not necessarily. Okay. Not at all, especially if you're on middle. What? If you didn't hear that, she said she pooped. If you're on, okay, give me 5 minutes, all right? If you're on mental health medication, especially like antidepressants that cause weight gain, that's a solid claim right there. There's a few factors involved there. Maybe you have some severe musculoskeletal conditions that make it difficult for you to work out. That's a factor there, okay? And we have ACYR. I am PNT, and I'm getting married. I'm worried about telling my counselor, should I be? First off, we don't lie. All right. Second of all, getting married ain't got nothing to do with you being PNT. And if you look at from a mental health perspective, okay, getting married is not going to trigger anything whatsoever. All right. In fact, your soon-to-be spouse is probably going to deal with your mental health just like you're dealing with it. All right. Getting married is not going to, I would argue it's going to make things worse. Right? Women, am I right? It's a bad joke. Sorry. All right. My daughter pooped her pants. I got to change this. All right. I think I got everyone. No, I didn't. I missed one. I missed you. Okay. BF. I have a denial for sinusitis. Denial states that I need a nexus. Every claim needs a nexus, either medical in nature or presumptive in nature. Do you know of a directory doctor that I can contact? I understand it's fee-based, currently at 70%, December 5. First, I would want to understand what rating you would receive for sinusitis before answering that, okay? And if it's like a 30 or a 50, then sure, I would feel better about recommending a Nexus letter because you're going to pay for it if your primary does not pay for it or does not do it, whether that's VA or private. If it's a 50% rating for sinusitis, obviously that on top of a 70 is going to warrant an increase. That would be worth it. You can contact American Medical Experts. You'll see their link in all descriptions of the videos on this channel, right? That's who I would recommend. You can use anyone. You don't have to use them. You can use anyone. But if you ask me the question, that's who I'm going to recommend to you. All right. And you get the dependency pay. Totally forgot about that part there. Thank you. Okay. My daughter pooped her pants, so I got to go change it. And with that, I'm going to end this live stream. It's been an hour. Oh my goodness, we have a last minute one. DK Guns, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad I caught your question last second there. I saw it. And I hope I was able to answer it. Yeah. Anyways, all right. Got to go do dad stuff. So see you later. Bye-bye. Thank you.